vegan today. I'm going to show you how to make apple crisp kits that you'll put in your freezer, and they make perfect gifts. I bought these apples about a month ago, and I put them in my refrigerator to keep them fresh. And some of them I turned into apple butter, but with these I'm just getting to them, and they're still crisp and firm, but they're not firm enough to put on my apple peeler. What happens is when I put it on the apple peeler, it just spins, so it won't peel it. What I'm going to do now is hand peel them and cut them into large chunks. Because these are Cortland apples, they will soften very quickly. And since I'm making frozen apple crisp kits, I'm cutting them larger so that when they cook, the apple will retain a little bit of its shape. As I'm working with the apples, I have a bowl of water with lemon juice in it. So I'm cutting these in half, and I have something to catch the skins and the seeds. And this is how I take the seeds out when I'm doing this process by hand. And peeling it, I'm just going around with a small paring knife. As usual, I'm taking out any spot that I wouldn't want to eat. And in this case, I'm cutting these about a 1/2 inch thick because these are Cortland apples and they will cook soft. Plus, with freezing them, that's going to make them a little bit soft as well. Again, so you can see the size. There's about the size. I'll do this last one with you, and then I will come back after I have all of my apples prepared. I've peeled my apples, and again, because they are such soft apples, I want you to see how thick that I've sliced them. This is about 8 cups, and when I give this away, I'm going to be giving it in this casserole dish. I wanted to show you that this is how full it's going to fill it, but when this is cooking, it's going to cook down to half that volume. I'm not freezing the apples in that casserole dish. I'm putting them in a freezer Ziploc bag. Squeeze all of the air out, and because I'm giving it away in this, I want it to freeze in that shape. However, I don't want to freeze this casserole dish. This is the same size pan, so I will freeze it in this pan, and when it's solid, then I can take it out of the pan. This is the first version I'm going to show you for the topping. So there's oats, whole wheat flour, brown sugar, and cinnamon. I'm going to mix that together, and then I'm adding a few tablespoons of vegan butter, and I will get that all crumbled up. You can see the oatmeal mixture is crumbly, and I am putting it into a freezer bag, getting all the air out. And then when I'm freezing it, I will freeze it right on top of the apples so it is the exact same size. This is the start of the healthier topping for on the apple crisp. It's got oats, nuts, almond meal, different spices. It's got cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and some lemon zest. And depending on who you're giving it to, you might know that they would like this particular version. It has maple syrup and coconut oil. You'll stir that until it gets crumbly and coated. Next, you'll put it in a freezer Ziploc bag. Flatten it out a little bit, get the air out, Ziploc it shut, and then this too is ready to go in the freezer with your apples. This version of the apple crisp has cranberries mixed in with the apples, so then you can just freeze it. I'm getting ready to package this up now, and this is what the frozen apples look like when you take them out of your freezer. I have the directions written right there on the bag, and because this handle has a little hole on there, I'm going to put the ribbon through there, and it will just help hold it in place. And you can see this makes just an absolutely lovely Christmas gift. Whoever you give it to, they could have it for Christmas morning breakfast. There you have it. Here's another little idea that I have for you. I can chunky applesauce. So if you wanted to can chunky applesauce and not give a frozen gift, you could do that. And I have just a little mini Christmas loaf pan here. I'm just putting the chunky applesauce in there. And when I'm making apple crisp topping, I make up extra because for breakfast I love to pop one of these little chunky applesauces into my oven with crumble. Now this crumble doesn't really have to be refrigerated or frozen, but this one I just keep in the freezer so I can pop it out when I'm ready for it. This too could be wrapped up as a lovely gift. Here's what the finished products look like. There's the package ready to give as a beautiful gift, and that's what it looks like when it bakes. As I told you when we were preparing it, the apples are going to shrink down to about half, and here's the little mini. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I pray that the Lord bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you and give you great peace. Thanks for joining us.